sis, I know you're frustrated, but put the damn monostat down. Do not buy that shit. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is an exciting one because it's a part 2 to my original video, which was holistic ways to get rid of or to balance your pH within 24 hours. That video is up. If you have not seen that video, check it out. It literally helps you with BV, yeast infections, and UTIs, and it gets rid of symptoms almost instantly, same day, and then within 24 hours you will realize that you don't have any more symptoms. Also, even on top of that, on top of the fact that you won't have any symptoms anymore, it'll keep your pH balanced as long as you are consistent with the detox bath. So if you have not checked that video out, please, I would recommend you to go take a look at that video and then come back to this one, or you can even watch that one after this one. It really don't matter. But this is about to be a double whammy, you know what I'm saying? A wham bam thank you ma'am. So today my video is going to be a little bit more in detail, and this has a lot more like internal tips on how to keep your pH balance. My last video had a lot of external tips, and you know what I forgot to do? I told myself every time I record a video, I'm gonna go ahead and first say a prayer. I always pray first, and then also burn some Palo Santo or sage. My Palo Santo is just really close by, so that's what I'm doing right now. But just in case anybody got some negative energy that you picked up on today, we clearing that, we cleansing that. Me personally, I just got in the house. I had a long day of working both jobs, so I need to smudge myself too. So yeah, make sure that before we even get started, your energy is good. You are ready to receive the information that you need, and the reason you click this video. If you click this video to support, thank you so much for being here. Even if you didn't, you just need help, thank you for being here. This is a safe place. If my tips work for you, I want you to go down below and comment and let me know that these tips have worked for you, because I want other people to see testimonies like that. It's no cap, okay? There's no cap to this, honey. We really curing and healing from the earth holistically, baby girl. With these tips I'm giving y'all, these are tips that when I was going through the struggle I was going through, nobody was posting about this stuff. Like, nobody was telling me this. You know what y'all was saying on here on YouTube, on this social site? I saw videos talking about take a tampon, dip it in yogurt, insert it vaginally, and sleep, and let yogurt and bacteria cook in your vagina. I saw videos about girls who would use milk and to heal. And I'm not saying, look, if that works for you, then it works for you. It was even stuff about like inserting coconut oil vaginally and sleeping with it to cure infections. Don't insert nothing. With these tips and with these tricks that I'm going to tell you about, they're all holistic. They're all from the earth. They're all natural. You don't have to insert anything vaginally, and you can allow your yoni to flush and cleanse, because that's what she needs to do, okay? Also, not even just the fact that she just needs to flush and cleanse, but everything that you put in is what's going to come out. So we're going to talk a lot about diet today and what you eat. Also, on top of that, we're going to talk about some herbs. And I'm actually excited about these herbs because I also don't see anybody talking about this. And it's something that I picked up on my own by doing my homework and research. And so I'm going to give y'all the basic guidelines. And if y'all want to dig deeper, y'all can dig deeper. But this is going to be basic because I'm already hitting 4 minutes. And we ain't even gotten into the video yet. We ain't even got to the grits and the eggs, girl. So anyways, okay, by the way, I took notes. I had to write my stuff down because I will be all over the place if I don't have a basic, something to take me back on focus. So I talked about how I came up with the idea, which was how, actually, I didn't really go in depth into it. I don't really need to, but I'm gonna go ahead and touch on it a little bit anyway. So I was on a birth control, which was the pill. I think it was called Yasmin or something like that. And it kept giving me reoccurring yeast infections. And then I switched to a lower dosage, like estrogen dosage. And then it was giving me yeast infections still. And then even when I stopped taking it, it was still in my system. So not only was it throwing my menstrual cycle off all the time, but also it was still giving me reoccurring infections. And my doctors, they would just give me medicine. They were like, okay, here's a gel, here's a tablet, here's a gel, here's a tablet. And it would go from BV to yeast infections and blah, blah, blah. So long story short, it was like a real struggle. And so I ended up looking up some information on Dr. Sebi because I had heard about him through the grapevine. And this is before like Nipsey died, rest in heaven, Nipsey. And this is before everything else started becoming popular as far as holistic health goes. So I was looking at some holistic tips on Dr. Sebi. And this is stuff like, I actually have my own holistic guide. Like, this is like my herb Bible. And prayer Bible too, like the prayers I write down. But anyways, so I ended up doing my own research and doing some printouts or whatever. So this is very similar to Dr. Sebi's BioFero. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that's basically what it is. So before I get into the actual herbs, obviously I'm gonna go ahead and give a couple of tips. So let's see, video topic. Oh, okay. So, sorry. I'm going to go ahead and talk about herbs. I'm going to talk about healing crystals that I personally like, meditation practices, and then also just the fact that these are not going to only help with the infections and your pH being off, but also your emotional health being, you know, well put together. It helps with your mental clarity, and then it also is going to help with like just everything, menstrual cramps, your digestion, everything. So these herbs are just so helpful. I wanted to talk about how I use the herbs first. So basically, after I pick out every herb that I want to use for that day or that setting, I will steep it in hot water like tea. I actually made some tea before this because this video kind of encouraged me to catch up on my tea. This was a really cool mug, by the way, that I got from Target, and it says peace. And the fact that it says peace is not why it's a cool mug, but the reason why it's a really cool mug is because if you have raw and loose herbs, it actually has a filter. So these are the herbs that I use. I actually have kind of a lot technically, but you don't really need this many, but that was just like me kind of just dumping whatever in there. Also for taste, I always add a yogi tea because these are not just like the best tasting herbs. So just me trying to be helpful, I'm just letting y'all know Target has these. I want to say it was in like that $1 to $5 section. I want to say this was like a $3 mug. It has its own separate thing for herbs. You can also buy your own separate like tea thing. They have like those tea bags, strainer, whatever things, and you can stick those in your tea too. So you can just add that to your own thing if you have one of those. And I don't know what it's called in specific, but I'll drop that below. And if I see this on Target's website, I'll put this in a link below too. So that way y'all can, you know, cop, okay? Good cop. This is kind of too hot, so I'm not going to drink it right now. But yeah, I also got all my herbs right here, which I'm going to go into detail about what each one does and what it is. But I'm going to go not into in-depth detail, but the basics and how it's going to help the yoni, okay? And that's pretty much it, okay? Okay. So basically birth control. I wanted to talk to y'all about birth control because I don't see anybody on YouTube talking about videos, and there's no shade towards nobody. I don't see anybody on here with videos talking about birth control and how it affects your pH. It actually fucks up your pH sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. And also hormonally, it really fucks you up. It really fucks you up. And like, that's as simple as I can put it. And when I say it messes you up, it makes you emotional. It gives you pregnancy cravings. It gives you, you know, everything. So if you are not sexually active, I would recommend that you're not even on birth control and just get on a contraceptive once you know that you're going to be dating, or if you're out here, whatever. Celibacy is a great option, but if you don't want to take that route, I understand. You know what I'm saying? I understand. I'm not, no judgment here. We don't judge here. We love here. So anyways, if you are sexually active, stay on a contraceptive if you're not ready to have kids, especially if your dude ain't got no good pull-out game. We're not even gonna get into these dudes right now with the pull-out games these days, but honey, I be hearing some stories, okay? I be knowing some things, and I done been through some things, okay? So I'm just letting you know, if his pull-out game is weak, then you know birth control needs to be on fleek. It's like, I'm just kidding. Okay, so let me get back into the video for real because I'm distracted again. Okay, so the herbs that I use, I want to get straight into that. This is not a herb technically, but I told you guys I use apple cider vinegar, and I use this for my detox bath, yes. But I don't just use this for my detox bath. I also use this for, and by the way, it's the one with the mother. I use Bragg's. I use two kinds. So I actually have this one too that I just finished up. And this was just on a spur of the moment at a different grocery store that didn't have Bragg's, but it had the mother. So I used it and it worked just fine. So if you see this and your grocery store doesn't have Bragg's, try that. If not, everybody uses Bragg's that I see and know because it's just the best one. Like I said in my last video, don't get the one without the mother. That's what we season our chicken with. That's what we season our meat. That's what we barbecue with. You don't barbecue the vagina, okay? You know what you would do with the vagina? You know what I'm saying? You love on her. You get her that good sweet nectar, okay? Let me not be extra because I can be real extra for real. Another thing, water. We're not going to even get into the water because y'all know. But if you don't know, drink as much water as you possibly can, and as little sugar and as little pops and all that other stuff. If you're going to sweeten your tea, even use agave nectar or honey. When I do this tea specifically, I don't use a sweetener. I just drink it as is, but some people can't handle that. So I recommend honey. Well, I recommend agave nectar. But I also like honey a lot. I like the taste of honey better, but that's just my preference. You ain't even got to worry about my preference. Just sweeten it naturally. And that's it. As long as you sweeten it naturally and organically, you're fine, sis. Okay? Okay. So into the herbs, I'm gonna start off with sarsaparilla. Sarsaparilla, I think it's called sarsaparilla technically, but we're not even gonna get into the antics, okay, honey? But I'll show you how it's spelled. It's the last one right there. I don't even know if it's showing. I think it might be showing up backwards, but it's called sarsaparilla. Whatever. Anyways, it's looks like this. I actually got this from my herbalist. This will last you like so long. I want to say this is 1 ounce. I always get 1 ounce at a time, and I've had this for like 3 months because you don't have to drink this tea every night. You can drink this tea once a week, once every few days, and it'll last you forever. I do like once every couple weeks or something like that. Or if I have like a situation I'm trying to fix, then I'll drink it like a couple times in a week, and then whatever your issue is gone, and it gives you a brand new vagina. Like, am I allowed to say that word on YouTube? I don't know. If I get flagged, y'all, I'm gonna just redo this video and it's gonna be a lot shorter. Anyway, don't flag me though because the video long, because that's petty. Don't be petty. Not here, not now. People need this. Okay? Okay. So I use the sarsaparilla just to go over a few of the things that it helps with. It helps with detoxing the yoni. It improves the sex drive. It also boosts the immune system, helps with skin health. It gives you like healthy skin or whatever. And then it also prevents cancer. And it does a whole bunch of other things. But if you want to know the other things, just look it up. Okay, because we're talking specifically about the yoni today. So do your homework if you want to know more. And then if you don't want to know more, then that's fine too, because we just worried about the yoni right now. The second herb that we are going to talk about, I'm just moving all my stuff all around, honey, is this guy, burdock root. And burdock root honestly looks like those little chips they put on the playground. Those chips they put on the playground at school. But as far as measurements go too, I'm not gonna lie, I just kind of take a few little pieces and I move it into my tea. I don't really measure it. Maybe like less than 1/4 of a teaspoon. Like, you don't really need a lot because a little bit goes a long way. So remember that too. But anyways, the burdock root helps with flushing your yoni. It also flushes your gut and your respiratory system, and it helps to fight infections. So this one is important because You know, it's okay to get rid of something, but if your body is not constantly fighting against any other outside toxins, then you know, you are prone to get something else. So I love burdock root for the simple fact that it does help with fighting infections. Okay, next thing. So the next one I'm going to talk about is yellow dock. Yellow dock looks like this. I actually love the color yellows, and it's a little like, it looks like curry-ish, I guess you could say. I love the color yellow, but I don't love yellow dock. You wanna know why? Because this shit is nasty. Just me being a realist, this shit is disgusting, okay? But so you know what I do? So I take a little bit. Like out of all my herbs, I use the least of this, and I just take a little bit on my pinky like cocaine, and I just toss it in my tea. And let me tell you, honey, it works wonders. It does an amazing job. And this is actually what's going to help you out with your menstrual cramps. So if you have menstrual cramps, especially like bad ones, then the yellow dock is going to get rid of your menstrual cramps. You can use this alone and mix it with whatever tea you have. If you have like a mango tea or something like that, or a ginger honey lemon tea, something, whatever, and it's going to help you out with that. So not only does it help with period cramps, but it also cleanses the yoni and the bloodstream. And then it just does a bunch of other stuff. But again, do your homework, honey. I'm not about to do all the work for you. You got to put the work in too. Okay, and then the last herb that we're going to use is elderly berry. And then elderly berry, it looks like this. Like these look kind of black right now, like rat poop, but it's really purple-ish. And this one has a little bit of a sweeter taste too. But I really like this one with any tea. Like it goes well with any tea, and it's not too strong or powerful. The other ones are kind of more on the herby side, like herbier tasting, because like for one, these just both look like wood or something. And then as far as the yellow dot goes, it's just disgusting. So this is the best tasting one to me. But let me tell you what it does. So it detoxes or removes toxins from your body. And bacteria, bad bacteria from your gut. And it flushes mucus that could be preventing your body from naturally healing. It also helps with constipation release. And it just keeps that kitty on fleek. So make sure you cop these. If you are going to buy any holistic herbs, I would recommend any of the 4, but I would recommend that you get all 4 and just make your own like tea. Okay, so we talked about the herbs, we talked about your internal stuff that you should be taking in. Oh, and then I didn't talk about this part of apple cider vinegar, and I'm so sorry for that. You cannot drink apple cider vinegar straight up. Okay, you cannot. It actually will damage the enamel in your teeth, and it can just fuck some shit up. Okay, long story short, fuck some shit up even internally. So you don't want to do this. But what you want to do is you want to take this and mix like maybe 2 tablespoons. I just do a splash. I don't do measurements like that, especially in the morning when I'm in a hurry. But I'll do a splash of this, and I'll mix it with some water, like a 1/2 cup, and I'll drink it really fast through a straw. So you don't want it to like touch your teeth, and you don't want to drink it straight up, because it can damage you internally, because it is very, very strong and acidic. So you don't want to do that. But it works wonders. And then not only does it help with your pH and your yoni, but it also helps to decrease belly fat. So if anybody's trying to tone up or like just look good, then this is going to be one of those things for you. Okay, I'm sorry, I've been talking a whole lot, so I'm gonna just take me a little quick sip of my tea here, and then we're gonna get back into it. Okay. That's good. That's good. I think the one that I have mixed with it right now is the Mango Ginger by the Yogi brand. So check that out. Oh, and also before we continue, let me just tell y'all what this one says. Am I the only person who reads these like fortune cookies? It says, create the sequence of goodness. Consequences will always be good. So what you put out is what you get back. So put out goodness. Okay. So another thing along with this, or this is not his full recipe, but what I decided to use from his thing that worked for me and my yoni is a plant-based diet. And I know everybody's not trying to hear about no plant-based diet. So basically, you just want to cut back on a lot of meats if you can, especially red meats and pork, even chicken. Chicken is one of the hardest ones to get rid of, but it's a lot of bullshit in meat, okay? Just period. Even fish. But if you're gonna eat, you know, meat, then you should eat seafood because it's the best for your gut. When you're trying to cleanse your body, you don't want anything that can cause more mucus, more buildup, more fat. Look up what an alkaline diet is. An alkaline diet is very, very complicated to follow. I wouldn't say very, very complicated, but you definitely have to be dedicated to an alkaline diet because it's so strict. But if you are trying to heal your yoni, especially if you have like really bad infections or reoccurring infections or something like that, then you definitely want to what am I trying to say? I'm sorry, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired. I'm trying to dedicate my time to y'all. I'm just kidding. Okay, so sheesh. The alkaline diet, it's really complicated sometimes if you are not super disciplined, but if you are disciplined, then it's whatever. Long story short, look up the damn alkaline diet because obviously I don't know what I want to say anymore. Outside of that, if you can't do alkaline, try to do a plant-based. If you can't do a plant-based, try to do a pescatarian. If you can't do a pescatarian, then what are you here for? What are you here for? Okay? So anyways, I wanted to talk about that alkaline food list. You can literally look up Dr. Sebi's alkaline food list. Even if you don't want to look up Dr. Sebi, it's a whole lot of people on like YouTube and stuff that talk about their alkaline diets and stuff like that and what they do. Just going plant-based alone will help you tons. But also, when I say go plant-based, I mean also don't eat meat. I mean, don't drink milk. You don't want to do dairy products at all. Sour cream, I know, you know, sometimes it can be pretty good, but try to stay away from it because it does create mucus. It does create buildup, mucus buildup, and the mucus buildup can prevent you from healing. Another thing, there's so much stuff going on about eating yogurt. Eat yogurt, eat yogurt, eat yogurt. That is such a temporary fix because the bigger picture is that your body is not prone for yogurt. We were not built or created to consume milk from the cow's titty. And that's just the plainest, simplest form I can put it. I'm just being real with y'all. I want y'all to really look up what dairy does to you and the you know, the health elements that come from eating meat and eating dairy. And also just in general, I became a vegetarian for 2 years straight. And it was one of the best experiences of my life. And I'm definitely getting back to that. I actually cut everything out except seafood. So it's a step, you know, you got to take baby steps. Don't just jump into it. But if you can, definitely try to cut back on, you know, all the bull crap. Cut out the hot Cheetos, cut out the Takis, stop eating ice cream every day. I know you're depressed. Maybe your boyfriend left you. It don't matter, okay? Make some banana-based ice cream or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Almond milk-based ice cream. Go plant-based. I can go more in depth about the diet. The video is just really long and I don't want to prolong it even longer. So if you guys need a nutritional guide or if that would be helpful to you, you can comment below. Also, if this video and any of the tips in this video were helpful to you, comment below. If you decided to go get some herbs, honey, comment below. And guess what? Even if you didn't and you got questions on where you could find herbs local to you, or even if you just got a testimony to share or you want to help another sister out, please comment below, like the video, share it so another person can receive the information that you received today. I'm pretty sure like that's it as far as this yoni segment is gonna go. I just wanted to make sure I was thorough and in depth and very detailed so I don't give anybody the wrong idea. I don't want anybody to think I'm a doctor. I'm not a holistic doctor. I'm not, you know, a professional in this industry, the health industry, but I can tell you that what has worked for me has also worked for millions of other people. And if you know Dr. Sebi's story, if you know Nipsey's story, this is going to resonate to you in a lot of different ways, and you might want to do more research so that way you can get the full clarity and the full benefit of what this lifestyle will offer you. The more you know, knowledge is wealth. The more you know, the more powerful you can be to create a better life for yourself and those around you. I know, like, people always say, like, oh, one person does not make a huge difference. That is a lie. Do not let people deceive you with negativity. One person is all it takes to feed a nation with knowledge, okay? Dr. Sebi has influenced millions of people to influence millions of people and has changed the world. So I don't want anybody to be discouraged. If you are having issues with your yoni or any other health element, there are so many holistic tips out there. I'll give you guys a few more videos if this is something that you guys like, or if it's something that you are into. If it's not, then, let me know that too. Like, don't get cute with it though, because just be nice. You know what I'm saying? Be like, we good on holistic videos. Let's see something else. Okay. So if there's anything else you want to know holistically, naturally, or just in general, please reach out to me. My DMs are always open for questions. My comments are always open for questions. All it is on this channel is love and support and encouragement. So peace be with you guys. I hope you have a lovely evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. And I send you good vibes. Please accept them. Love you guys. Bye. So you thought this video was really over? No, I'm just kidding. It really is. So, well, kind of. Not really, because I actually forgot to give you guys the healing crystals. So any healing crystals that you have, you can actually meditate with them. You can also just keep them in your pocket. I usually walk around with a little one in my bra, and I just left them in my room. So it's whatever. I'm not going to get them. The lighting's better in my bathroom. But, so yeah, that's what I do with my healing crystals. You can also take a bath, a detox bath, and have them sitting in the water or on the side of the tub, or you can just hold them, or even put them on your lower tummy or your, vaginal area, because that's where your sacral and root chakras are. And I'm sorry, my nose is like running off. Oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing. Anyways, so yeah, the 4 stones that I'm going to recommend to you guys is, for one, jade. Jade helps with bladder infections, and it's known to help with that. It also helps with your sexuality, creating positive sexual energy, and increasing your sex drive. Another really good one, and I never look at the camera. I'm always looking at myself for some reason, so bear with me. But yeah, another really good one is the amber. I said the 2 names first, jade and amber, because they're the easiest to remember. Amber also helps with increasing the sex drive. A lot of people use that one for yeast infections also, or clearing that, or just clearing back sexual energy in general. So you can use that one. One of my favorite ones, which just super duper improves the sex drive, is a fire agate. Agate is Agate. That one helps with healing your sacral chakra, but it's so powerful that if you do not have a lot of discipline in the sexual department, you do not want to get that crystal. And I'm just telling you guys in advance, because I got rid of mine because it's too much sometimes. So you definitely want to keep your discipline and your balance. You don't want to get this super high sex drive and you're not healing the proper way, and your pH is not even balanced. So whatever, that I'm not one to tell you your business, girl. I'm just telling you the tea. So the last one is a tiger's eye. I want y'all to look up the benefits of all 4 of those. And if you have any questions, let your girl know. Okay, bye y'all.